Jason, thanks very much. We welcome you to Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. Along with former NFL linebacker Ray Bentley and Alex Cordry on the field. I'm Mark Neely. This is the first possession of the game, as New Mexico has three first downs already converted, but looking at a 4th down and 6.
And initially Bob Davie was going for it, sent a different personnel group out onto the field, including a couple of wide receivers. And then just before the snap, he maybe had a change of heart, didn't like what he saw, but he took that time out. Looks like the offense is going back out there, though. And it is.
As you see, this has been a 9-play drive so far. They've all been running plays. On this, the only possession so far in the football game.
They've spread it out pretty good, too, Mark. You've got 6 different guys who have run with the football already.
In New Mexico, 3rd in the nation this year on 4th down conversion, 11 of 14, 79%, but a 4th and 6 here from the 38 of Utah State on the game's first possession. Jordan to throw for the first time and overthrows everybody, incomplete, in the vicinity of Matt Quarles. And they will turn it over on downs.
It was in the vicinity of North Logan as well. He overthrew that one pretty good.
Well, they ate up almost 6 minutes on the clock, but Utah State will get the football when we come back. Welcome back to ESPN College Football, presented by Geico from Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. Mountain West Conference matchup, New Mexico and Utah State. Ray, let's take a look at both teams' plan for success, brought to you by Northwestern Mutual, and they have some similar goals here tonight.
Yeah, I think this is what each team needs to do. Stay out of 3rd and longs where the other team can blitz. Both teams have to tackle the quarterback, especially Utah State, and then don't beat yourself. A lot of times the mistakes that you make end up costing you.
First possession of the game for Utah State, and a quick strike by Myers to Ronquavian Tarver, pushed out of bounds by Isaiah Brown, and a pickup of 6.
Kent Myers got knocked out of the game last week against Wyoming. Okay to come and start here tonight. We'll keep an eye on that for you. He's a streaky guy. When he gets hot, this offense moves really well. But when he's not, they struggle a little bit. They need the passing game to open up the running game.
This is Lawan Hunt with the carry for about 2 to the 46. That's middle linebacker Dakota Cox, number 49. We'll mention his name a lot tonight for New Mexico. Now for Utah State, 4th-year head coach Matt Wells, who spent some time at New Mexico. In fact, a couple of stints on the Lobos staff, but now coaching here at his alma mater as the head coach.
Right. He calls the plays, and the one thing he emphasized with us was he felt his team needed to have a quick start. They got a turnover on downs on defense the first series. Now the offense needs to get it going.
Comes some pressure. They get Myers on the move, and he throws a strike complete to midfield at Zach Van Leeuwen with just his 5th overall catch of the season.
Myers is so athletic. One of the best things he does is throw the ball on the run. You see how he keeps himself ready. It has control. It's all arm, and he gets the hips right, and he threw a strike there. That was a small window.
So first down for Utah State at the New Mexico 48. In motion comes Van Leeuwen.
Take some with you. I'll feed you.
Myers gives it up, running short side of the field, and Nias Martin, number 3, reading that very well to stop Tony Lindsay for a loss of a yard. Well, Bob Davie in his 5th season as the New Mexico head coach. Right now his team comes in bowl eligible for the 2nd consecutive year. He inherited a team, Ray, that had won 1 game each of the previous 3 seasons before he got to Albuquerque.
Yeah, 3-37, and that was some bad times, but Bob Davie has turned that thing around.
They come in having won 4 in a row, their longest winning streak in 12 years. Myers sets up the inside screen. Tarver, but he is stopped at the 46. That was Daniel Henry, the free safety, came up to make the initial hit. Out of San Diego.
Yeah, great read by Henry to get behind that wall of blockers. That tunnel screen was set up pretty nicely, but Henry came inside out and snuck in behind those blockers and delivered the blow.
Henry went to La Jolla Country Day School and actually started at nearby Weber State, then went to JUCO at Iowa Western Community College before landing with the Lobos.
They love crossing routes out of empty.
On 3rd down and 8, time for Myers. Throws. Diving catch. Did he hang on? You bet he did. That is Andrew Rodriguez. First down. Utah State a 26-yard pickup.
And this is just a great throw by Myers again. He actually sends 4 guys deep. He had one coming underneath late, but he led Rodriguez out in front, and he made the diving catch. But that was a really good throw, and it looks like Kent Myers is hot right now.
And a first down for the Aggies from the 20, and the Lobos comes to the near side, catch made, and then immediately run out of bounds is Braylon Roberts, number 88.
And I like the play selection. Matt Wells calls the plays himself. His younger brother, Luke, is his offensive coordinator, so they kind of combine to get things right. But they see the hot hand that I'm seeing with Kent Myers, and they're going to the air.
Aggies here in the red zone. After a gain of 7, second down and 3. Myers gives it up. Here's Tony Lindsay running to the edge. Finds the edge, dives to the pylon. Touchdown. Well, that may be the fast start that Matt Wells is looking for.
No doubt. When you get a stop on a 4th down and then turn it over to your offense and they march down the field, and this offensive line, they knock people out of the way. That was a nice little, I guess, horizontal hole where he could get to that edge and then turn the speed on and get it up inside. And you see no foot touching that line, got it inside the pylon. That's a quick 6 right there.
Now that's that right foot I was watching. I was a little hesitant to see if he got it in or if it stepped out before he got to the pylon, but
he tightrope that bad boy.
He did indeed. 4th rushing touchdown of the season for Lindsay, and the point after makes it 7-0. Another look at the touchdown run. 13 yards for Lindsay.
And this is the start Matt Wells and company wanted. The Aggies get a stop and then roll it into the end zone. They jump out 7-0 here early.
ESPN College Football is presented by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
They had a ballroom dancing competition for the Utah State students last night.
Yeah, how'd you do?
Well, I couldn't find a partner, Ray, so I was unable to compete. I wanted to badly. I know you wanted to as well.
Yeah, it's making a revival. I think Dancing with the Students is a new version of Dancing with the Stars.
There you go. Jake Thompson to kick off for Utah State. His touchback rate this year right about 50%, actually 51%. 7-0 Utah State leading. Lilly comes up and takes the kick from the 3. The true freshman to the outside to the 25. Wrapped up at the 28 and slung out of bounds there. Well, the 3rd member of our broadcast team down below, Alex Cordray, has more because this is senior day, Alex. 25 seniors, and one is Travis Seafelt. Great story.
It is absolutely, Mark. As you said, 25 seniors honored here tonight, including Travis Seafelt. Now, Seafelt was in a horrific car accident in 2015. Doctors told him he would never walk again or play football again, but he battled his way back onto the football field, recovered, and he started the season at nose guard for the Aggies.
A remarkable story. They initially tell him you're not going to walk, then he walks, and they say, well, you're not going to play football again, and he proved them wrong again. Playing his last home game here. Here's a pitch. And Owens knocked down by Daniel Gray. Let's check in with the studio and say hey to Chris Cotter. Chris.
Hello, Mark. Ray, let's find out what's going on with Washington State and Cal. Caleb Fossum, 75 yards for the score. This score is going to change and quite often throughout the rest of the night, so we'll make sure to keep you up to date. How about Washington? Browning just threw a pick. Second pick by Adoree Jackson in this game. USC up 11 with just 4 minutes left to go.
Chris, thanks. I don't know what we're going to do with our top 4 for the college football playoff after Clemson got knocked off earlier today. Here's Jordan running to the sideline. Pushed out right near the 30 by Gage Ferguson.
And I can feel the surge of confidence from the Aggies right now. They said it, if they said it once, they said it 5-6 times, Mark, about how important having a quick start was and how it would build this confidence with his football team. And so far, that's what I'm seeing. The defense got that first stop. Offense rolled down the field, got 6, and now you put them in 3rd and long here. And they like to blitz in these situations.
0 for 1 on 3rd down tonight, and that 3rd and long is a 3rd down and 8, this time from their own 30. Austin Apodaca does come in as the quarterback, more likely to put it in the air. And he surprises him and gives it to Gibson, who goes straight ahead and only picks up a couple to the 32.
Check out this defense, the two gap and then getting off blocks. That's what you have to do, and that's exactly what they did there on the inside. They are big and strong up front, and that was one of the concerns Bob Davie had about running against this defense.
First punt of the night for Corey Bajorquez, averaging 41 yards per punt this year. He gets a good one away, and the fair catch is called for. And taking a late flag comes in after Andrew Rodriguez makes the fair catch. And we'll see about the penalty. And our referee tonight, Kevin Marr.
There is no foul on the play. Timeout.
Much ado about nothing.
I love it when you quote Shakespeare, partner.
Today, we honor the craftsman behind the finest beer with the finest beer cheese on a burger. The Beer Cheese Bacon Burger with grass-fed beef at Hardee's and Carl's Jr.
Our Week 10 Monday Night Football matchup at 8:15 Eastern on ESPN features two of the best receivers in the NFL. It's A.J. Green and the Bengals taking on Odell Beckham Jr. and the Giants from MetLife Stadium. Our coverage begins with Monday Night Countdown, served by Applebee's at 6 Eastern, and it also streams live on Watch ESPN. Second possession of the football game for Utah State. They marched down the field and found the end zone their first time. They begin their second possession with Damian Hobbs at quarterback. Keeps it, takes off across the 35 to the 40, and he has a run of 12 yards and a first down in his first appearance of the night.
And Hobbs might have gone the distance had he not stumbled. The Turk monster grabbed him by the toe a second, but he'll come in situationally. And usually when he does, he's going to run the football. They like it down near the goal line where you get an extra hat, but that one was just to start a drive and give a new look to this Lobo defense.
So one play and out this time for Hobbs. Now Myers back in, looking to throw on first down, taking a deep shot, little underthrow, but positioning was there for Chad Artist, but Isaiah Brown on the coverage. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I.B. Brown had some makeup speed. And you were right, Mark. The ball was just a little bit thrown. I don't know that it was underthrown. I think he threw it a step late, and that's really what caused the situation. Allowed Brown to get his eyes around and then get his hands in there and knock that thing away. Good defensive play, but that's a shot, and Utah State's going to take a bunch of shots tonight as they get closer to midfield.
First incompletion for Myers, who had completed his first 5 attempts of the night. It's a 57% completion rate coming in. Here comes a blitz up the middle from Carson. Now running line left, turning the corner, and stepping out of bounds. Kennedy Williams getting the ball for the first time right near the marker at the 49 of New Mexico.
Watch how far back Kennedy Williams bends this thing. I mean, he got 10 yards deep in his own backfield, but he's so fast he caught the edge and got himself close to that first down. And now the officials are having a discussion.
It's a flag in the secondary at about the 33 of New Mexico.
After the play was over, personal foul, unnecessary roughness. Defense number 4. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Well, Isaiah Brown, who had the pass breakup on the previous play, this time a play later he gets called for the personal foul, and that will add 15 yards to it.
And it'll add some aggravation to Bob Davie. I mean, that's one of those keys to the games I talked about, not beating yourself. I mean, when you give, you make a play like that after the down, that's just unforgivable. There's no excuse for it.
The first down for the Aggies at the 34 of the Lobos. Fakes the handoff to Hunt under pressure. Myers throws batted away. Kimmy Carson got a hand on that, as Wyatt Houston was the intended receiver for Myers, who was getting a lot of heat.
And they tried to sneak Houston out over the middle, and they love matching him up on linebackers, but Kimmy Carson saw it right away and broke in front to break that thing up. This is not where the Aggies want to be, 2nd and 10. That was another big point of emphasis. Now they've got a tight end out here.
We have Houston and Lewis down at the bottom of the screen, and a quick pass to slant. The catch is made. That's Andrew Rodriguez for a first down to the 22. Boatwright with the coverage, but a Lobo first down.
And Rodriguez is the short underneath guy they love to get it to, and he runs outstanding routes. He just stuck the foot in the ground and got separation from Boatwright. And once again, Kent Myers, he's throwing dimes here early on.
Second catch of the night for Rodriguez for 38 yards. And as you mentioned, Myers off to a good start through the air. Myers again wanting to put it up, and he has Tarver into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies. .22-yard touchdown reception for Waquavian Tarver, his third touchdown catch of the year.
And Kent Myers is hot as a pistol right now. He threw another strike on the slant on the back, on the one-on-one matchup. Tarver with that big body kind of basically blocked out and boxed out Neas Martin, and it was a quick 6 right there. And Coach Matt Wells told us he'd love to get a 2-possession lead early. Well, he done got one.
Well, the flag at the snap. The snap went flying past
the
the
ball
holder,
still
DJ
rolling
Nelson.
out almost to the 45. Someone's going to have to go get that football.
Well, Tarver getting congratulations. He had a big week last week, even though they got beat at Wyoming. He had an 8-catch game for 104 yards, and he already has 3 grabs tonight.
Offside. Defense number 95. Half the distance to the goal. Retry.
It's on Garrett Hughes.
Now, a lot of times you decline this thing. You like being where you usually are on an extra point. I mean, I would only accept that penalty if I would decide to go for 2. But I guess they say closer is better.
Brock Warren on for the extra point. Out of the hold of DJ Nelson. And knocked through. A hot start for Kent Myers. He finds Tarver.
Threw a strike on the slant. Tarver beats his man to the house.
Well, senior night off to a good start for Utah State. They're up 14-0 with just under 2.5 minutes to play in the first quarter from Logan.
That guy stole your hat, huh?
Yeah, I don't know how he got into my room. Lilly will down that, and it'll come out to the 25. Well, this college football season, you can stream every game live on the ESPN app and on Watch ESPN. Download the app or visit watchespn.com today. And this particular weekend, Ray, may come to be known as Chaos Weekend because Clemson's lost.
Washington's going to lose it. I mean,
they're
barring
behind.
a miracle.
Yeah.
And Michigan's only 2 points up on Iowa down there. Things are getting wild. Which honestly, I'm not surprised. I think there's a couple teams, and they would be Michigan and Alabama, that are a little bit head and shoulders above everybody else. Ohio State's starting to make a charge. But
Jordan looking to throw on first down, and it's caught in stride. Q Drennan all the way up near the 30 of Utah State. Where did that come from?
it came from Bob Davies' playbook, basically. A little play action on the option. They've been feeding him run, run, run. And you saw the hesitation by the secondary, and they ran right by him. And Brennan went deep, and it was a perfect throw, and all of a sudden things changed.
Q Drennan's an El Paso, Texas native. He's a true freshman. It's his 9th catch of the year.
And his real name, full name, is the letter Q.
With an apostrophe. 41-yard pickup.
I missed that apostrophe.
Now back to the option. Jordan does pitch late.
That
was a forward pass, and then Owens had it, then it went out of bounds. But yeah, from our angle, it certainly looked like that was forward and not backwards.
Yeah, and we'll get a review on that because the officials did not throw a flag on it. It's an illegal forward pass. He's past the line of scrimmage already, and then that ball goes from the 31 to the 30.
Well, you saw the side judge there, had a great look at it.
Yeah, I don't know if he was worried about his health over there or what, but when they're coming at you fast, it can happen, but it's like they're going to let it slide.
Which makes it a 2nd down and 1 for New Mexico.
I'm surprised.
Jordan was looking for Gibson. Couldn't find him. Now does pitch to the far side, and Gibson lowers his shoulder. Gets inside the 20 and has a first down to the 17 on what was a completely busted play that works out well for the Lobos.
This is what you call a counter option. You know, well, my guy wasn't there. Something's wrong. So you run back the other way. Hey, wait a minute. I have a pitch guy. Out it goes. That's just great ad lib there by Lamar Jordan.
So it is a first down for New Mexico.
Not quite how Bob Davie drew it up.
At the 17.
Bob DeBest, the offensive coordinator. Might want to put that one in, huh?
That's some positive results in a first down. This is a gift. Richard McQuarrie straight ahead to about the 12 for close to 5 yards.
This is one thing this New Mexico team will not panic. I know they're in a 14-0 hole here towards the end of the first quarter, but they are a confident football team, and they will continue to run their stuff. Now, if they get into a serious have-to-throw situation, you know, they'll bring in Apodaca, and they've got a guy capable of doing it. But that's late in the game because they can get after you, and they can explode quickly and get points.
See if they get the playoff here before the first quarter comes to an end.
I think they have to.
Loose football. And somehow Jordan able to come back with it. It's going to be a loss of 7. And again, it goes haywire for New Mexico.
That's the end of the first quarter.
That does take us to the end of the first quarter. Well, Utah State has come out hot on their senior day with a couple of touchdowns. The first from Tony Lindsay, the second on a catch by Tarver, and it's 14-0 Utah State at the end of 1.